Welcome to Tech Eye Spy, where we take a closer look at the giants of technology through the lens of strategic insight and real-world context. Today, we're stepping into the world of NVIDIA, a company that began in 1993 as a humble graphics chip designer and has since become the beating heart of the global artificial intelligence revolution. NVIDIA's story is one of quiet persistence and bold reinvention. What started as a firm helping gamers render pixels faster has evolved into a company building the neural infrastructure of the modern world. Its chips are no longer just for games. They now power data centers, self-driving cars, scientific research, and even the language models that are reshaping communication itself. When we talk about NVIDIA, we're talking about the company that made GPUs a household term, then redefined what a chip could do. The firm's rise mirrors the trajectory of the entire AI industry, a transformation from niche innovation to global obsession. Whether you're an investor, a developer, or just a curious observer, understanding NVIDIA means understanding the very architecture of modern computing power. Let's explore what makes this company so dominant, what might hold it back, and where its future could lead. Strengths. NVIDIA's greatest strength is that it never stayed confined to one identity. It began as a gaming hardware company, but evolved into a full-stack computing powerhouse. Its architecture, called CUDA, transformed its graphics chips into programmable engines for data and computation. That single decision, made almost 2 decades ago, gave NVIDIA a moat so deep that even the world's largest chip makers still struggle to cross it. Its dominance in the AI chip market is astonishing. When researchers, cloud platforms, or even governments build artificial intelligence systems, they almost always start with NVIDIA hardware. The A100 and H100 GPUs have become the gold standard for machine learning, not just for speed, but for reliability, developer support, and availability. This near monopoly means NVIDIA captures both the margins of a premium hardware manufacturer and the influence of a critical infrastructure provider. Equally powerful is the software ecosystem that supports it. NVIDIA's development tools, libraries, and frameworks such as CUDA, TensorRT, and Omniverse turn the company from a chip vendor into an entire platform. Developers who start with NVIDIA often stay there, locked in by the ease of use and the depth of community support. It's an ecosystem effect similar to Apple's, but built for scientists and engineers rather than consumers. NVIDIA also benefits from its image. It has become the symbol of the AI age. Investors treated CEO Jensen Huang almost like a modern-day industrialist, part engineer, part visionary. The brand commands immense trust from developers, researchers, and investors alike. It is seen as both technically sophisticated and commercially unstoppable. Finally, NVIDIA's agility is unmatched for a company of its size. It has maintained a culture of experimentation, shifting focus between gaming, automotive, AI, and simulation without losing coherence. This ability to adapt, to see patterns early, and to lead markets rather than follow them has kept it several years ahead of competitors. Weaknesses. For all its brilliance, NVIDIA carries vulnerabilities that mirror the very empire it built. The company is astonishingly dependent on a single revenue stream data center GPUs. Gaming once defined its brand, but AI now defines its valuation. That concentration creates risk. If AI demand slows, or if governments tighten chip exports further, the financial impact would be immediate and severe. Another weakness lies in manufacturing. NVIDIA does not make its own chips. Instead, it relies on Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, or TSMC, for fabrication. This dependency ties NVIDIA's fate to the stability of global geopolitics and the narrow supply chain of advanced semiconductors. Any disruption, whether through conflict, natural disaster, or sanctions, could cripple its production pipeline. Pricing is also a growing problem. NVIDIA's GPUs are extraordinarily expensive, and while the market currently tolerates it, that tolerance is fragile. Rivals like AMD and emerging startups are beginning to offer lower cost or specialized alternatives. As AI becomes more commoditized, the premium NVIDIA commands may shrink. There's also an internal limitation in how NVIDIA scales. The company's architecture, while powerful, is complex to produce and energy-hungry to run. Data centers powered by thousands of NVIDIA GPUs consume vast amounts of electricity and require sophisticated cooling systems. Environmental scrutiny and regulatory pressure could become significant as nations push toward greener computing. Finally, NVIDIA's brand strength may become its own weakness. It is so closely tied to the AI boom that any slowdown or backlash against artificial intelligence, whether social, political, or ethical, could dent investor confidence. The market sees NVIDIA as the front face of AI's success. That means it may also be the first company blamed if AI's costs, errors, or consequences grow too visible. Opportunities. NVIDIA stands at the center of the next industrial revolution, with opportunities that stretch across nearly every frontier of technology. The most obvious is artificial intelligence itself. As industries move from experimenting with AI to deploying it at scale, NVIDIA is positioned to supply the computational core of that transformation. Every new model trained, every algorithm refined, and every smart device deployed deepens its reach. Beyond AI, NVIDIA's next great opportunity lies in simulation. Its Omniverse platform aims to build digital twins of factories, cities, and even the physical world itself. Imagine a digital Earth where logistics, weather, traffic, and industrial operations can be modeled before they happen. That is not science fiction. It's a natural extension of the GPU's parallel processing power. The company's foray into simulation gives it a stake in the emerging field of synthetic reality, where virtual worlds merge with real-world economics. Autonomous systems form another major opportunity. NVIDIA's Drive platform powers self-driving vehicles, drones, and robotics. While regulatory hurdles have slowed adoption, the long-term demand for automated logistics, mining, and agriculture could reignite this segment. As sensors, networks, and electric power systems evolve, NVIDIA will already have the computational foundation ready. There is also a vast opportunity in national infrastructure. Countries are now competing to build their own sovereign AI capabilities. Governments from the United States to Saudi Arabia are spending billions to develop national AI clouds, and NVIDIA's hardware is often their first purchase. In effect, NVIDIA has become a supplier to the new arms race of digital intelligence. Finally, NVIDIA's expansion into networking and computing platforms like Grace Hopper chips and its AI supercomputers signals a shift from being a component provider to a systems architect. If it can consolidate that move, NVIDIA could redefine the next decade of cloud infrastructure and dominate not just GPUs, but the entire computational stack. Threats. NVIDIA's greatest threats come from the same forces that made it powerful scale, visibility, and dependence on a single dominant technology trend. When a company becomes this essential, it also becomes a target. Governments, competitors, and customers are all looking for ways to reduce reliance on its chips. The first and most immediate threat is geopolitical. The majority of NVIDIA's advanced chips are fabricated in Taiwan, a region at the heart of escalating tensions between China and the West. Any conflict, blockade, or even trade restriction could halt production overnight. Export controls already prevent NVIDIA from selling its most powerful chips to China, cutting off a vast and previously lucrative market. As new export rules tighten, the company must design limited versions of its products just to maintain sales. Competition is growing rapidly. AMD, Intel, and a host of new AI chip startups are targeting NVIDIA's dominance. Major cloud providers like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft are developing their own in-house chips, reducing dependence on NVIDIA's ecosystem. These companies have both the money and the motive to erode its advantage. There is also the risk of technological fatigue. GPUs are powerful but expensive, and their energy consumption is immense. Researchers are exploring alternative architectures, such as neuromorphic chips, optical computing, and quantum accelerators. If one of these paradigms matures faster than expected, it could undercut NVIDIA's foundational business model. Regulatory pressure is another threat. As NVIDIA's market capitalization soars and its dominance over AI infrastructure grows, it will attract antitrust scrutiny. Lawmakers may see it as too central to global computing, especially as more industries become reliant on its hardware. Environmental concerns could add further challenges, with data centers consuming unprecedented levels of power. Finally, there's a subtler but deeper risk, the emotional one. Markets have elevated NVIDIA into a symbol of the AI dream. But symbols can turn quickly if the public mood shifts, or if the AI revolution produces backlash in jobs, privacy, or social stability. NVIDIA could find itself at the center of that disillusionment. The fall from grace of a symbolized company is always sharper than that of an ordinary one. Conclusion: NVIDIA is not just a technology company. It is the engine room of a new digital civilization. Its chips power the dreams of scientists, filmmakers, coders, and entrepreneurs alike. Through its GPUs, the abstract mathematics of deep learning becomes physical, tangible, and real. That's a level of influence that very few corporations ever achieve. But power also carries weight. The higher NVIDIA climbs, the thinner the air becomes. Its dominance in AI makes it indispensable, yet also dangerously exposed to political shifts, supply chain fragility, and the cyclical nature of innovation. The company has mastered the art of scaling computation, but now faces the harder task of scaling trust, sustainability, and diversification. Still, if history is any guide, NVIDIA's story is far from over. It has reinvented itself more than once, from gaming to scientific computing, and now to global AI infrastructure. Each transition has made it stronger. If it can once again see beyond the horizon, its next act may redefine what we think a technology company can be. Thank you for watching and listening to Tech I Spy. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We'll be back tomorrow with another in-depth look at the companies shaping the future. Until then, keep your curiosity sharp and your investments smarter.